Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Werewolf Queen by Brandi Elledge. I hope I said that name. This is book 1 of the Will of Crown series. I gave this book a 4 stars, but I'm not actually going to continue on reading this book because I listened to mainly my books on Audible just so it can kind of get me through it all. And it's definitely different, okay? Let's just say that. So this is the book, and here's the back. I always wished I had supernatural powers. Now I wish I didn't. Sadie's a dud, Freya the only one in her high school who doesn't have any kind of supernatural powers. Her psychic BFF, Jo, knows something about Sadie's future, but she just won't tell. And what the heck is going on when one of the teachers starts looking at her while he's going on about powerful lost keys, portals of madness and destinies. Then it all started. On her 18th birthday, Sadie started to feel weird, and when werewolf, vampires, and demons all started to spoil her party, the weirdness really ramped up. Leaving her best friend, her family, and the only town she's ever known, Sadie must find safety. But while the king of the werewolves can offer her somewhere to hide while she's learning about her new powers, he can't stop his sidekick, fiancé, from finding new ways to try and kill her. Of course, the murderous tendency of the Psycho Witch only gets worse when she realizes the werewolf king is attracted to Sadie. And that's before Sadie set off to try and find the lost keys before she visits hell, before she picks up her pet ogre, and before she realises just how powerful she can become. But if it's really her destiny to collect one of these lost keys, will she be able to control her newfound power and help save the world and all the people in it she loves? Or will she buckle under the pressure? She's about to find out. A mansion surrounded by demons and full of vampires, and which is intent on her destruction awaits. So, that Psycho Witch fiancé of the Werewolf King. What could possibly go wrong? So, it starts off, like her reliving her normal life, people being a dick, or except for the language, because she's basically had no powers. Then she turns at 18th, and obviously stuff starts to turn, and she's all of a sudden learning that she does have powers, and she might have a powerful power instead. So, power is to siphon of people of their powers, so she can run like a werewolf. She can be a daylight sun, like she can have the vampire powers. She can have witches' powers. She will siphon off them to learn those powers. We obviously go through. The first part we do meet the boys. CG is one of the werewolf king, and obviously he does have his brother called Jameson, which is the only two names I can really remember. So obviously they told her, you need to come with us. You'll be safe. But she's like, no, thank you. I'll be good. Then, as she got back to the party, this other group came in and was like, oh, you need to come with us now. They're kind of more British, no vampires. And she was like, yeah, no thanks, I'm good. She was like, that was really weird. Her grandma was trying to literally use all these slang. She's like, oh, that boy was hot, mate. Yeah, slangs from 2000s and all that stuff. So she did have that funny part. And obviously when I was reading the Audible, it was more of, you got that tight. Like the kind of Texan kind of feel. Sorry if I offended any Texans when I said that kind of accent. That was so bad. I just realised that. But as we're going through this, then obviously she goes back to her caravan thing, and she finds out that her best friend Jo is disappeared. She says she can't give her any more information. She needs to do this by herself. As she goes on, we find out that there was a demon in her, so she's able to sense him because she used the werewolf powers without realising because she's so confused. Obviously, CG comes in and kills the demon by ripping out his heart, so he's no longer alive. Then, obviously, as they try and repeat, more demons come, more demons, blah, blah, blah. Then we have CG's fiancé, the witch, Celia. She's such a bitch, to be honest. She can't get what she wants just because her dad wants her to marry to this guy so he can get the key. But later in the book, we find out that he never had the key and he did it on purpose, basically. And this person, I really hated her. Like, she's some thing just because Sadie was attracted to CG, and CG was actually also attracted to her. But we find out that later in the book that Sadie is actually CG's mate, and he can't have a full love because what happened to his parents. He's basically saying that when his mum died, his dad went on with him and basically killed himself to go with his wife because he didn't want to live without her. She said, did you know what age I actually had to kill for the first time? 12. 12 years old he had to kill for the first time when someone was trying to cut his head off so their son could be be the king, but obviously he was not allowing that. Then we move on to find out that obviously we have another psychic who basically puts them into a trap. To when they went to the witch's king, they find out that the psychic of theirs actually trapped them to another thing, and then they had to go and find the witch is king's son that got trapped in the portal because he was trying to portal off a key. Then she friends a ogre who was lonely, and it was like, I think his name was Kong. So Kong's like, Kong friend. I was just like, oh god. Also before as well, when they were playing in the swimming pool, CG left with Celia because Celia's a little bitch. Sadie actually meets Lila. So she is a fairy. But when I was reading, listening to the Audible, Lily, I can't say it. And it goes with L. She's a fairy, and her voice just sounds like Ray, Ray from Princess and the Frog. It just kind of gave me that vibe because she's that, and she's a perfect little fairy too. So there's that too. So we do move on to where obviously they got tracked, they got to do this, they try and help each other, and I just got confused at the end. Book 2 is about someone completely different, and I was like, I'm so confused. So I will not be getting book 2 of this by this author. It's not a problem though. I did enjoy it. I still gave it 4 stars. It's not too bad, but I am going to move on to the next book, which is going to be Butcher and Blackbird by Brian Weaver. I cannot wait to read this book. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.